Hi guys, this is Mary and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to chat about all the books I plan to read in March, so my March TBR. I just wanted to start off by saying I'm a huge mood reader, so most of the time I read accordingly to what I'm feeling like reading in a precise moment. I'm not very good at planning because my moods change so much that when I plan to read something at a certain point, most chances are that when I get to that point, I feel like reading something else. But my reading challenge hasn't been going as well as I wish it would have gone since the beginning of the year. So to correct that, I have a few ideas in mind to just help me get things back on track. So I have a few books I plan on reading. We'll see if it happens. The future will tell us how I perform or how I miserably failed. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So the first book I'm sure I'm going to finish in March is From Blood and Ash from Jennifer L. Armentrout. I started this last month and I have not finished it yet, and I started before Valentine's Day, so it's chunky. It's 600 pages, but that's not an excuse. I wanted to have finished that for February. So without a doubt, okay. Good things I written in my Goodreads where I was at because I just lost my pages. I almost fainted here. Okay, so to get back to it, I'm at page 415. I have 95 pages left, sorry, and I'm going to finish it. Those thingy I have as bookmarks are so not useful because they're kind of in plastic. I got those at Racoon, and it's a character, an anime character printed on a piece of paper that has been put between two pieces of plastic, and it's super slippery. So although I find those cute, I hate them as bookmarks. They keep slipping off. All that to say that I'm going to finish this in March. I plan on finishing it super quickly in the first few days of March. So what is this about? This is a book that's set in a fantasy world where there are werewolves and vampires and other kind of creatures. It has some steamy scenes. I was kind of expecting more, but hey, I have 200 pages left, so maybe that's where things are going to start to happen. There's a lot of things happening. It is super popular on Bookstagram, which is why I picked that one up. And also I picked it up to Time Me Over because there's another book that I really want to read that is similar to that one. I'm going to talk about it more in my next wrap-up. I have some pages left from this one and I plan on finishing. Another book I started last month and I plan on finishing is my current nonfiction, and it is The Rise and Fall of the Dinosaurs by Steve Brusatte. So this is a nonfiction, as it says, about dinosaurs, and in it we're following some of the adventures of a paleontologist, and he's telling us about some of his finds, some of his adventures, some of his colleagues, and also gives us information about dinosaurs in general. So far, it's fun. I love dinosaurs, so five-year-old me is having her best time with this. I'm learning some new things, and the only complaint I have on this so far might seem a bit childish, but I wish there were more illustrations because, you know, I don't remember all the dinosaurs, but if I had a picture, I would know what you were talking about. So this is my only kind of could be better point I have so far for that book, but otherwise it's a bunch of fun and I want to finish it in March. It's happening. The other one that I'm going to read that a lot of people have read last month is A Court of Silver and Flames. I'm going to read it as soon as I get it from my library. That's why I want to finish From Blood and Ash quickly so I can get to it when I receive it. I've been avoiding Instagram for the past couple of weeks because I don't want to see any spoilers. I have a complicated relationship with the Court of Thorns and Roses series. The thing I'm excited about for that particular installment is that it's not going to follow, I'm not going to be in Farrah's head, which for me, I've been waiting for this moment since day one. No, I'm sorry, she's not my type of character. I like to be stuck in her head all the time. So I'm kind of glad to see that we're going to follow Nesta. And Kishan is the hottest one of the bunch. I think he would be the one I would aim for if I was stuck in this world. So that's why I'm excited about that one. I like their banter. I like the energy they have between them. So I'm really excited to be picking that one up. Although I'm trying to keep my expectation low because I haven't rated a Court of Thorns and Roses. I have been 3 stars, and I would be surprised if it happens. But if one of them could ever have a higher ranking, that would be the one. So what's a Court of Thorns and Roses? Without giving you any spoilers, it's a story that follows Farrah, which lives in a world where they're cohabiting with Fays. Fays are, in this world, are basically like hot elves, but they're not elves. They have the pointy ears though, and I mean they're hot. I guess that's there's yeah, and sometimes they have magical powers. Yeah, and they have some steamy moments in weird places and moments. It started off as a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and then it evolves in the latter books. It is super hype. A lot of people really liked it. If you're interested in it, I would say why not pick it up, see for yourself if you like it or not. I think it's a lot of fun. For me, my main complaint with this series so far is the writing style. They are way too long. They could have been shortened by at least 200 pages per volume, in my opinion. We're spending so much time in the main character's head, and we're always in her monologue, and it feels a bit, to me, it feels really sluggish. Yeah, there are my main issues. It's the length and the fact that the inner monologue is just too much for me, and it's super repetitive. So all that to say, I'm going to pick that one up in April. I'm pretty much sure of it, and I'll tell you more about it when I've finished it. The first one is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. This is a booktube darling book. It's set in a fantasy world. I think it's inspired by Russian mythology, and we're following Alina. I think that she'll have some powers. There's magic. I don't want to know too much because I want to react to this, reading it for the first time. And there's also the TV show that's coming out on Netflix in April. So I want to read it this month, so I'm ready for the TV show. So far, this is super divisive on the internet, and that's why I'm so interested in reading it. Some people love it, some other people hate it, and I feel like I don't know that many persons that are in the middle. Like, I don't see 3 stars, it's either 4 or 5 or 1 or 2. I'm excited to pick that one up, see where I stand. I want to have this finished for the TV show, and I want to react to this, so let's hope I actually do it. The last 2 books I want to talk about will be my audiobook for April. The first one is My Sister the Serial Killer, which I've started. I'm actually 20% into it. So far, it's bizarre, but for me, it's bizarre in a good way. Like, I want to know what's going to happen. It's keeping me on the edge of my seat, even though it's so short. So I'm definitely going to finish that one. I'm pretty sure about it. And I'll let you know more. I know it's a mystery thriller. We're following that lady that her sister has the habit of killing her partners, her boyfriends, and she's kind of there to help her clean up her messes. So far, it's very intriguing. So I'm listening to that on audiobook. And finally, the audiobook I know I'll be receiving very soon from my library is Aurora Burning. So I've read Aurora Rising last year by Jake Kristoff and Amy Kaufman, and I enjoyed it. I found it very cartoonish, but in a way for me that was reminiscent of the TV show I used to watch as a kid. I was listening to the audiobook and I was just picturing the animations, the characters, the music, the shots of the spaceships. So yeah, I like it, but I'm very conscious when I'm recommending it, because it has it also has some tropes, and I know it might not be for everyone liking, but I really like it. I find it fast-paced. I find the characters to be interesting. In that one, we're following a crew that's on a spaceship and they find a girl that has been frozen for hundreds of years, and there's some mystery surrounding her, and why has she been frozen, and why are people so interested in her. So we're following that cast of characters as they go through the story and try to uncover the mystery. I'm going to receive the audiobook very soon from my library, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to listen to that one. So that's it, guys. Those were all the books I'm pretty sure I'm going to read in April. Let me know down below if there's any of those that you've read or that you're going to read, and let me know if you like them. Please thumbs up and subscribe, and please don't put A Court of Silver and Flame spoilers down below. Please, I beg you. Okay, bye.